7 things that change when you stop eating breakfast. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but millions of people skip it every single morning without thinking twice. So what's actually happening inside your body when you do that? Some of the answers might genuinely surprise you, and not in a good way. Stay with us at Best Health, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell, because we're about to break down the 7 things that change when you stop eating breakfast. And stick around to the end, because we've got a bonus that might make breakfast skippers feel a little better about themselves. Number 7, your blood sugar goes on a roller coaster. When you sleep, your body fasts for 7 to 9 hours. Breakfast is literally your body's signal to wake up its glucose management system. Skip it, and your blood sugar stays low deep into the morning, making you feel shaky, lightheaded, and exhausted. Then when you finally do eat at lunch, your body overreacts and sends your blood sugar spiking way too high. Over time, this kind of daily roller coaster can increase your risk of developing insulin resistance, which is a fancy way of saying your body stops managing sugar properly. Best health tip: if you can't stomach a full meal in the morning, even something small, a banana, a handful of nuts, or a boiled egg is enough to stabilize your glucose levels and stop the roller coaster. Number 6, your brain struggles to focus. Here's something that might explain a lot of your slow mornings. Your brain runs almost entirely on glucose, and after a night of sleep, its fuel tank is running close to empty. Breakfast is supposed to refuel it. Without it, the areas of your brain responsible for concentration, memory, and decision-making simply don't have enough energy to work properly. Studies have found that people who skip breakfast perform noticeably worse on memory tests and attention tasks earlier in the day, and the effect is especially strong in children and young adults. Best health tip: if brain fog is your morning enemy, try something with both complex carbs and protein, like oats with eggs. That combination gives your brain a steady, long-lasting fuel supply rather than a quick spike and crash. Number 5, skipping breakfast can actually make you gain weight. A lot of people skip breakfast thinking they're cutting calories. And sure, in the short term, you are. But here's the problem. By mid-morning or lunchtime, your hunger hormone called ghrelin has been building up for hours. The result? You arrive at your next meal absolutely starving, and your brain pushes you toward high-calorie, high-fat foods. You end up eating far more than you would have if you just had breakfast. Research backs this up. People who regularly skip breakfast tend to consume more total calories over the course of a day than those who eat one. Watch out! This effect is even stronger when you're near a canteen, a restaurant, or even just a vending machine. A hungry brain is a very bad decision maker. Number 4, your heart takes a hit. This one surprised even us. A major study that followed thousands of adults over more than a decade found that people who regularly skip breakfast had a significantly higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease and a higher risk of dying from it. The reason comes back to those blood sugar and insulin spikes we mentioned earlier. When your body is constantly swinging between very low and very high glucose levels, it puts stress on your blood vessels and raises LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, over time. Best health tip: a heart-friendly breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. Oats, berries, or even a small portion of yogurt with seeds can start your day with nutrients that actively protect your cardiovascular system. Number 3, your mood tanks, and people around you definitely notice. You know that word hangry? It's not just a joke. When your blood sugar drops after skipping breakfast, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol makes you feel irritable, anxious, and on edge. Your brain also produces less serotonin, which is one of the key chemicals responsible for keeping your mood stable and calm. So that colleague who snaps at everyone before 10 a.m., there's a very real biological reason for that. Best health tip: foods that are rich in tryptophan, like eggs, dairy, and nuts, help your body produce more serotonin. Starting the day with any of these can genuinely make a difference to how you feel emotionally, not just physically. Number 2, your metabolism actually slows down. This is the one that most breakfast skippers really don't want to hear. Your body is incredibly smart, maybe a little too smart. When you regularly go long stretches without eating, it reads that as a signal that food might be scarce, so it adjusts. It lowers your metabolic rate to conserve energy, meaning you burn fewer calories throughout the day, even when you're active. This is sometimes called starvation mode, and while that sounds dramatic, the effect is real, and it works directly against any weight management goals you might have. Best health tip: eating breakfast within an hour of waking up tells your body the coast is clear and keeps your metabolism running at its natural, efficient pace. And number 1, the big one: you start losing muscle, not fat. When you skip breakfast, especially after 7 to 9 hours of sleep fasting, your body has already burned through its glucose reserves. The next thing it turns to for energy? Your muscle tissue. It breaks it down through a process called gluconeogenesis to make the glucose it needs. So ironically, skipping breakfast in the name of getting leaner can actually do the exact opposite. You lose the muscle that keeps your body toned and your metabolism fast, and the fat stays right where it is. Watch out. This is especially important for anyone who exercises in the morning. Working out on an empty stomach after an overnight fast means your body is very likely pulling energy from muscle, not fat. A small protein-based snack before your workout can make a big difference. Now for that bonus we promised, something that might make breakfast skippers feel a little vindicated. Some research suggests that skipping breakfast as part of a structured intermittent fasting plan, where you eat all your meals within a specific window, can improve insulin sensitivity and support healthy aging in some people. The key word there is structured. This isn't the same as randomly skipping breakfast because you hit snooze 3 times. If you're curious about intermittent fasting and whether it might work for your lifestyle, that's a whole other video, and one we'll be making very soon. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. So there you have it. 7 ways your body changes when you stop eating breakfast, from blood sugar chaos and brain fog all the way to losing the wrong kind of weight. The evidence is pretty clear. For most people, breakfast isn't just a habit. It's something your body genuinely needs. But we want to hear from you. Are you a breakfast person or a breakfast skipper? And has anything on this list changed your mind? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this useful, hit the like button and share it with someone who always says they're not a breakfast person. And remember, for the best health information, stay right here at Best Health.